Hi, you guys, it's Anna. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Thank you so much for being here. And today we're going to be talking about a discovery set that I just purchased from the Sephora Savings Sale for a brand called Born to Stand Out, which is a brand I'd heard about. It's a niche perfume brand, and I was really curious about it. I heard some good things, but I hadn't had the opportunity to smell any of the fragrances in store. So I figured I would just go ahead and pick up this discovery set. And today we're just going to be sniffing, and I'll basically be giving you my first impression of these fragrances, letting you know whether or not it's something I would be interested in trying a little bit more, what my thoughts are, if I have any comparisons between these fragrances and maybe some other ones that you've tried. So yeah, let's get started. So I picked up this discovery set, like I said, from Born to Stand Out, which included 8 fragrances in these cute little 2 milliliter sprayers. So what I'm going to be doing is basically just spraying them on strips to get a sense of them rather than my skin, because of course I have limited skin real estate here and I don't want everything to get all muddled and not be able to tell you my real thoughts here. So I'm going to go ahead and spray them on strips like I said. And I did notice that the discovery set came with a little overview of the fragrances with a little bit of a note breakdown. Now, the other day when I did a review of 2 discovery sets that I had also picked up from Sephora, I deliberately didn't look at the note breakdowns or any kind of like brand background info beforehand because I really just wanted to get a true first impression. I didn't want to be biased by expecting something to smell a certain way because certain notes were listed. So I really did just want to give a true first impression. But in this case, I can't resist looking at the note breakdown, and it's not super detailed. So I think I'm still going to get a pretty accurate impression based on my own experience. And we'll just kind of go over some of the notes for each of these samples. So Born to Stand Out, let's start with something that I'm really excited about called Dirty Rice. Now, this is a fragrance I believe I had heard positive things about at one point. It's supposed to be kind of like a ricey, lactonic fragrance, kind of a skin scent perhaps. Let's look at the note breakdown for this one. Dirty Rice by Olivier Crisp, that's the perfumer. And the notes listed are basmati rice, milk, and sandalwood. So that sounds really promising. I love a good musky rice note. So let's spray it and see how it smells to me. Okay. Yeah, I really like it. Right off the bat, I really like this, guys. I am getting definitely a rice note. It's light, it's delicately floral, I would say. Milk is present. Yep, I'm getting kind of a lactonic note. Now, of course, this is how it smells on a strip, right? I'm going to spray a little bit on my hand just because I do want to see if I can get a little bit of a truer impression here. Okay, so there's a little bit of an alcohol blast at first on skin, but that'll fade out and give me more of a sense of what this fragrance is. So far, I really like it. And I'm definitely picking up on the 3 notes mentioned, the sandalwood, milk, rice. Really good, guys. Now, of course, this is a first impression, so I'm not going to be able to tell you about the lasting power, whether or not the scent is linear or whether or not different facets emerge as you wear it. I'm not going to unfortunately be able to tell you much about how it projects either. If I had to guess, I'd say this is probably not a super duper projecting strong scent. I would describe this as more of like a personal scent, more of a skin scent, just based on the characteristics and how this type of scent normally plays out. Really good though. Really enjoying this one. Okay, this is definitely something I would potentially want to try more and maybe pick up a full bottle of at some point. So again, this is Dirty Rice. Okay, next we have, Candy Dust, guys. This is another one I've been really intrigued by. Candy Dust, okay, by Julie Massé, that's the perfumer. Raspberry Pink Dragibus? I don't know what Dragibus is. Interesting. And powdered sugar, wow. Okay, I think this could be really good. So here we go with our strip. Ooh, I like it. That's so good. I definitely smell pink sugar. Oh my God, it's a little bit reminiscent of, if you guys remember this, Aqualina, pink sugar. OG ultra sweet sugary gourmand from back in the early 2000s. This is kind of giving me that initially off the bat, but I do think there's going to hopefully be a little bit more complexity, a little bit less sweetness. The powdered sugar, I can definitely get that from this. Actually, I can get a powdery quality. Let's spray it on skin. Ooh, okay. I don't know what pink dragibus is. I don't know if it's like a dragon fruit, but definitely intriguing. I'd like to look that up and kind of figure out what that is. Otherwise, I can't tell you whether or not this smells like a dragibus, but delicious. Okay, really nice gourmand. I'm getting some fruity notes. It says raspberry, but I don't know that I particularly smell raspberry. It's more so just like a powdered donut with maybe some fruity aspects, maybe some dragibus. I don't know, whatever it is, I like it. Again, this is Candy Dust. So far, so good, you guys. I like the first two. This is a complete blind first impression. So, like I said, I don't have a ton of info to give you about how these perform, but I am definitely optimistic. Okay, Sugar Addict is our next one by Anne-Sophie Behagal. Sorry if I'm botching that pronunciation. The notes listed are sugar, cocoa, and vanilla. Okay, this could be a nice chocolatey gourmand. Let's find out. Yeah, okay. Oh boy, this smells similar to something and I can't pinpoint it. What does this smell like? Is this something that's sort of reminiscent of a Montal, perhaps? A little bit chocolate greedy-esque, maybe? This is very reminiscent of something, and again, I can't pinpoint what, but I'm going to spray a little bit on my hand. Okay. Oh my goodness, I just got a blast of something that smells like, if you guys have ever had Mexican hot chocolate in particular, it has like a very specific aromatic chocolatey cinnamon scent to it, and I just got a whiff of this that smelled exactly like that. Yeah, I'm getting Mexican hot chocolate and something vaguely similar to Montal's Chocolate Greedy, which is more of like a chocolate orange kind of scent. Yeah, so this to me is sort of nice. It is a gourmand, I would say. Sugar Addict, I like it. Gosh, it almost smells like a photorealistic Mexican hot chocolate to me, but that's a little bit, I don't know if that's something everybody would be getting. I don't know if that's something that so many people are even familiar with, but I do like this, and I would definitely be curious to wear this. Okay, so that is Sugar Addict. Ooh, guys, I'm excited. Next we have Indecent Cherry. Okay, scandalous, Indecent Cherry. Let's smell it. I'm a little hit or miss when it comes to cherry scents. Ooh, okay, guys. Yeah, wow. Okay, unfortunately, I am getting a blast of Robitussin. Right off the bat, it is smelling a bit like cough syrup. Yikes, cherry to me can go very artificial, very cough syrup, very cloyingly sweet. So I do struggle a little bit with the note of cherry. I do love certain cherry fragrances. When I love a cherry fragrance, I really love it. But it has to be a very specific scent profile involving more of like a natural cherry versus something leaning a little bit more towards like the artificial cherry candy direction. But let's spray it on skin. We'll see if I get anything different here when it's on me. Ooh, I don't know, guys. I think it has potential if you're somebody that really enjoys cherry, right? And you're open to something a little bit more candy-esque, a little bit less natural cherry smelling. I think this could be good for somebody. I don't know that I'm gonna love it personally. I certainly will give it a try. I do plan to do a wear test on all of these and see how this plays out. Right off the bat, I don't love it because to me it just is a little bit synthetic smelling. So this is Indecent Cherry. Okay, moving on. We have Drunk Lovers. Okay. Oh, you know what? Excuse me. First of all, I forgot to read the notes for Indecent Cherry by Florian Gallo. Sweet cherry, strawberry, and almond. Okay, honestly, all I got out of that was synthetic cherry candy. Okay. Drunk Lovers by, oh boy, Hamid Meradi Kasadi. Okay, another really well-known perfumer. Excuse me, Hamid Meradi Kashan. Excuse me, I mispronounced his name. Drunk Lovers, red berries, brandy, cinnamon bark. Ooh, intriguing. Okay, let's try it. Ooh, oh my goodness. I'm getting a little bit of like a Baccarat dupe vibe from this. Ooh, okay. I like it so far. It's a little familiar. Why am I smelling Baccarat? Okay, let's spray it on skin. Okay. I like it better on skin. I'm not getting booziness. I'm not really getting brandy. I am definitely getting something, you know, sugary. I get the berries. I think it's like maybe a strawberry scent. Nice. Yeah, it's decent. Drunk Lovers. I would definitely explore this one a bit more. I'm not getting anything super, you know, distinctive about this. I mean, I don't think it's giving brandy to me or even cinnamon bark, but I am getting a berry note, and I think that's pleasant. I think it could be a good scent, and I will be trying it more. All right, let's move on to Gold Juice, guys. Okay. So this is by Margot Lepin-Guerin. Okay, I have not heard that name before. And this has notes of durian, jump scare, mango, and ambroxan. Okay, durian. From what I understand, that's a super stinky tropical fruit. I don't know much else. I've never had the chance to smell it. This could be interesting. I don't know if this is going to go animalic. Mango can be a little hit or miss for me as well. It can also go a little bit funky on my skin. And ambroxan, you guys, unfortunately, I believe that I'm a nosmic to ambroxan, because typically when a scent heavily features ambroxan, such as Juliet Has a Gun, for example, I smell absolutely nothing. The Glossier You scents, I can't smell them at all. And again, ambroxan is supposed to be one of like the prominent notes within those fragrances. It's supposed to be like a very interesting like skin scent. It smells a little bit different on everybody. I unfortunately can't smell anything when I smell an ambroxan dominant fragrance. So just to let you know, I may not be getting the best reading on this, but we're gonna just spray it, see how it goes. Again, it's called Gold Juice. Okay. Ooh, I got the mango. Ooh. Oh, I like it. Very, very fruity blast of mango right off the top. Fresh, ripe mango. Ooh, I don't know anything about whether or not the durian is coming through, whether we're getting ambroxan here, whether I can even smell the ambroxan, like I said, but this is nice. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit on my skin. I'm running out of skin real estate here, but let's, ooh, you guys, this is so good. Ooh, I love this. This is a fresh, natural smelling mango, a little bit green, a little bit underripe perhaps, but really natural, really nice, not artificial, not mango candy. Oh my gosh, I really like this, you guys. I'm surprised actually that I like this because I was a little iffy when they said durian and ambroxan, but yeah, I'm getting straight up mango and it's really good. I really enjoy this. This is Gold Juice. Okay, moving on to Warm Air. Okay, so this is by Veronique Nyberg. Animalic musk. Oh boy, a little bit of a jump scare with that. Tonka and ambergris. Okay, they said animalic, so I'm automatically a little bit apprehensive. This is why I kind of wasn't sure if I should even read these notes before sampling, but let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, they weren't kidding. Oh, wow. Animalic. This smells like a barnyard. I'm so sorry. This is not good to me. This straight, they were not kidding. This is animalic musk big time. Yeah. Tonka, maybe a little bit of tonka I'm getting, but I'm really just getting, yeah, animalic musk. I don't want to spray this on myself. I'm so sorry. Right off the bat, I do not care for this. I'm so sorry. I really don't want to be offensive here, but this is unpleasant. And I don't know that I want to even spray this again. So that's Warm Air. Strange name for something that's so animalic. I'm a little puzzled by the name choice on that one too. Okay, I think we're down to our last fragrance, which is Musk X by Alex Lee. Again, ambroxan, musk, and something I've never heard of. I almost said cyanide. It's not cyanide. Sinfonide. Thankfully, it's not cyanide, but I don't know what sinfonide is. That's unique. Maybe one of you guys does. Ooh, what on earth am I smelling? Okay. Yeah. Oh my Gosh, guys, I'm still smelling the warm air. I think I'm gonna have to spray this on my other hand because I'm getting a little bit of a crossover, I think. Oh boy. I don't know what this, again, I'm getting Baccarat Rouge 540. There's something about this. There's something about it that is reminiscent of a Baccarat dupe. Not Baccarat, but like one of the many dupes somehow. Like kind of a clone, like kind of a not quite Baccarat situation, but aiming for it. Yeah, I don't love it. Not my favorite scent profile. I'm surprised it's called Muskax again. I'm not getting any musk out of here. I'm just getting like more of like a, ooh, almost like latex. Yeah, saffron latex plus sweetness. Yeah, I don't love this. I would spray it again. I don't think it's going to be a total scrubber necessarily, but yeah, you guys, this is not something I'm optimistic about, unfortunately. Okay, so that was it, guys. That was my little brief first impression overview of the Born to Stand Out Discovery set. Just to recap, I really enjoyed the first few I tried. Dirty Rice, super nice, lactonic, pleasant, everyday kind of scent, possibly a nice skin scent for like work or like a casual event. Candy Dust, pleasant powdered donut, a little bit of fruitiness, really nice. Sugar Addict, again, was intriguing. That was the one that kind of smelled like Mexican hot chocolate to me. And Gold Juice, I really enjoyed Gold Juice. That's the mango one. So there's definitely a few here that I think I could really end up enjoying. And I plan to try them all again. And, you know, if you want, I can definitely share my thoughts, how these ended up working out for me, whether or not I'm going to potentially be getting a full bottle of any of these. I just think discovery sets are such a great way to get a brand overview and to kind of figure out whether a brand is or is not for you, whether there's like a common scent DNA between the fragrances. One of the interesting things to me about this brand in particular is how we have some really renowned perfumers and just very different perfumers. I mean, some I haven't heard of, some I have heard of, and I think it's interesting how they have all these different perfumers, and yet I do think there is a commonality to the sense. There is sort of a common DNA, and I can't even really describe what that is exactly, but there's definitely a unity between the scents in this discovery set. And yeah, like I said, I'm super intrigued by a few of them. Some I just don't think are going to be for me. Indecent Cherry I think is a nice scent potentially, but it's not my type of cherry scent, so I'm going to have to maybe not revisit that one as much. Warm Air for me, I'm so sorry, was a complete fail. And Muskax, again, not a good one for me. Sugar Addict, so-so. Drunk Lovers, so-so. The other three I really enjoyed. So not bad. I'm definitely happy with this purchase. I do feel like this discovery set gave me a pretty good sense of what this brand is currently offering. And like I said, I'm happy to revisit these if you're interested. If you want any kind of a follow-up impression or more of a deep dive into this brand, I'm happy to do a little bit of research and maybe tell you a little bit more about this brand, what they represent, you know, what they're aiming for in general. And let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've tried this brand before, if you have any favorites, what your experiences have been. I'd love to hear it. So again, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.